Hello everyone, welcome to my next video, which is about taking a leap of faith, trusting the process. It's very important as a spiritual being to be able to take the leap of faith. So here is some inspirational balance, if you like, for that. Hello everyone, welcome to my new video, taking the leap of faith. In these times, we really need to take the leap of faith because we're living in unprecedented times. Uncertainty about every aspect of our lives looms. It is what can be called humanity's transitionary process, and it is not the first time that this has happened. But let me assure you, all you need to do is trust the process. Everything is going to plan, in fact, divine plan. Every million years or so, the universe undergoes a singularity. Let me explain it like this. There was a Big Bang. When it happened, all consciousness got smashed to pieces. There was the breakage of harmony. Kabbalah scholar Dr. Daniel Matt puts it like this in talking about Big Bang creation mythology. Quote, "There is no precise plan for creation worked out in advance. Rather, by intricate and unrepeatable combination of chance and necessity, humanity has evolved from and alongside countless forms of life over billions of years. But ultimately, a revolutionary history is really uplifting because it enables us to see that we are part of a wholeness, a oneness." End quote. All this time, we have been undergoing the natural course of life, which is a natural return to this unity, to this natural state of harmony. And here is our chance to experience it, to experience the state of unity, to experience divinity return to its most natural state. And what is unity? Well, a laser light is in perfect phase. The photons of light, they're all in phase with each other. There's perfect harmony there, which is why it's so focused and so high in energy. Crystals, like this one here, the amethyst, have subatomic particles formed in a perfect pattern because they are all aligned with each other. So we are undergoing such a process here on Earth where we can become all in harmony like this crystal and thus easily channel divine energy onto this planet. This is our opportunity. We're at the doorstep of this new era. But can human beings connect to higher consciousness? Well, yes, and we've been doing it all along. We've been doing it since the beginning. How? Every time you have a glimmer of hope, you are connected to spirit. Every time you see the big picture of any situation, you are connected to spirit. And ultimately, you are connected to the totality of spirit's vision, of your highest possibility. So what is the bigger picture in our situation? Well, it's not untrue to understand we have been living with dark forces for at least 10,000 years. We are now presented with an opportunity to expel those dark forces from this world, but first, before we can be free to create our own destiny and to be empowered to create the world in our image and to become master human beings, we need to understand dark forces and what they're here for. We need to understand dark forces, their reason for existing. Dark forces transcend this planet. That's the number one thing to understand. Dark forces aren't just contained to this planet. They're assisted from other dimensions as well. There's a lot of other intelligent life around the universe. And they tune in to our Earth like a radio or like a reality TV show. It all depends on the energy that we personally and collectively emit. So our own energy levels, whether we come from fear or from love, will determine who will tune into our channel at this particular time. They tune into us all the time, and they leave clues as well, and they have throughout history. And since the dark forces have been prominent on this planet for the last 10,000 years, it is the dark beings who have been feeding off of our energy. They are harvesting us to get our energy. In their defense, we actually need them. We need limitation in order to find freedom within that limited system. Take music theory, for example. There are only so many notes, but there are infinite possibilities within those 7 notes and all the rules of music theory. So we need, in order to find freedom, we need a limited system to experience infinite expressions of within that limited energy form. And then we may move on to totally new experiences and new expressions of being human. New expressions of our intelligence, of our divinity. So now we have such opportunity to be done with the dark energies, because there is a global sense we've had enough. We've had enough of, dictatorship and torture and censorship, being led by these low vibration, non-human entities. Now we can become masters of our destiny and be in touch with divine forces. They are the divine Omega races, I call them, because they are at the Omega point of their spiritual evolution. Divine Omega races have developed the technologies to thrive on their planets and be beacons of light for rising stars like us. So when the agents of the extraterrestrial dark forces speak of transhumanism and promising superhuman powers, they are actually talking about the same subversion we have had for the last 10,000 years. Slavery, basically. Now it will be more pervasive, however. It's going to be much more full on. Their agenda is to turn you into a subhuman machine with their nanotechnology inside your blood. The laws of the future will remove any reference to humanity, and human beings will have no such rights, because human beings will no longer be human beings. If we overcome our pettiness, the me syndrome, and see our separation as the illusion for what it actually is, then we'll remember the single point of attention from which we sprung during the Big Bang. We'll put our divisions aside, and we will not be playing into these dark forces any longer. We'll be tuning into higher divine forces as a result, and they will be tuning into us. They also have a stake in seeing our transitionary period succeed. For those of us who are doing the work towards light, evolving, working on yourself, keep working. Most importantly, remember not to be afraid to take the leap of faith. This time requires this. Most importantly, keep the faith in the highest extraterrestrial beings capturing the hope and spirit of our humanity into the future. The whole beauty and the test of a spiritual being isn't how nice they are or how much money they give to charity. It's actually how much they're prepared to take a leap of faith, especially when times look to be tough. Sure, there may be potholes along the way, but know that any and all potholes along your road, you can handle them. In fact, you know that you can handle anything along your road, because Spirit never places a soul into harm's way. Okay, so the choice more than ever before is ours. Let the path of light continue to lead the path ahead. Okay, so remember who you are and take the leap of faith. Thank you for listening, and everything's going to divine plan. Please just trust in the process. Listen to your intuition. Don't listen to all the false prophets. Listen to your own intuition. Namaste.